That's right, despite all the FUD and the noise, the regulatory crackdowns, the ban from China, it seems as though crypto is still here and kicking. And just like we told you, there was going to be washouts before the inevitable moon times of Q4. Now it looks like we're repeating the 2013 fractal in full effect, and things are going to get pushed to escape velocity, in my opinion, by a Bitcoin ETF, which will act as a massive stabilizing force for the entire industry. This cannot be overstated how big of a moment it is and how likely it is to send Bitcoin to the hallowed land of six figures. So if you guys are excited for my breakdown on why Q4 is setting up to be an absolutely massive and shocking bull run, then go ahead, destroy that like button, because we're going to be giving you not only the playbook for how I plan to navigate these next few months, but also my exit plan here, because that is a really important thing to consider as to how I'm actually going to take money off the table as we look to a potential conclusive move of this massive bull cycle. If you guys are excited for this one, go ahead, destroy that like button. Remember, if you guys are not subscribed, you're gonna miss amazing calls like we've been doing over the last few weeks, giving you literally 100x gains in NFTs, as well as many reliable 5s and 10x's throughout fungible tokens. I highly encourage you guys, if you love making gains in crypto, all you have to do is subscribe and put that bell notification on. I'm here for you each and every day. With that said, let's dive in. So if you can recall, I called attention to this, which is the Bitcoin ETFs that are about to get approved here. And we see 1018, 1019, 1025, 1025, and 11/1 as due dates for decision points by the SEC on Bitcoin ETFs. Now, of course, this might come as truly shocking after some of the rhetoric coming out of the SEC over the last few weeks, but I remain internally optimistic that effectively there are many different camps within crypto, and a somewhat decentralized lending product that almost exactly parodies the products that are currently live in banking systems is something really easy for the regulators to sort of understand, low-hanging fruit for them to go after. The other things will take a lot longer to decode. Whereas when we're looking at things like DeFi, I think they shouldn't be lumped in with the concept of a Bitcoin ETF, which we know Gary Gensler is a fan of Bitcoin. He taught a class on it. So I remain optimistic that this is a reality, and it actually makes me, for the first time ever, truly bullish on some concentrated liquidity moving back into Bitcoin from the altcoins. There is actually a massive bull case here around Bitcoin being the receptacle of a lot of new capital that had found its way into the altcoins. So this could be a massive bull case here for Bitcoin, and of course a massive bull case for one other asset type that I will get to at the end of this video. Make sure you're paying attention and make sure you're watching throughout the entire video. And of course, you might have remembered old Jake Chervinsky. Jake's actually a really nice guy. I've been chatting a lot with him, trying to understand how he sees the lay of the land, and eventually we'll get him on the channel. Comment below if you want to see Jake here on the channel, and maybe even do a live interview where you ask him questions and he can respond. I don't know if he's going to be up for that, so we'll see. But in the end, he's a great resource as he's on the front lines here helping affect policy in DC. So Jake is saying, actually, after having a lot of negative comments about what's going on with the crackdown on DeFi, he is lead counsel here for Compound, which is pretty much one of the blue chip leading DeFi protocols in the world. He said, I'm feeling good about this, which is his Jan 1 prediction, saying, Happy New Year, my prediction for 2021, Bitcoin ETF approval, it's time. Now, he's not the only one. I made this prediction among two others. I had 3 key predictions for 2021 in my December of 2020 video. First was that NFT mania would take over and that NFTs would come to dominate the crypto industry. Big checkbox on that. The second was an ETF. Now, I believe we are very close to an ETF, and I am honestly kind of willing to long my longs here and say that I am agreeing with Jake that the information I'm receiving from people in the know seems to be very positive. So it feels like a lot of people will be caught by surprise if the SEC finally approves a Bitcoin ETF this year, given what Chair Gensler just recently said. But the reality is that this is not the same topic as what's going on with DeFi. So it's important to separate topics here and understand that Bitcoin may very well get crowned here by the regulators as the most decentralized sort of crypto native asset, and that this might actually be a massive bull case, at least in Q4, for everybody. And also Jake pointed out this fact, that the fourth most liked tweet by Senator Toomey that they've ever written is about the crackdown on Bitcoin being a big opportunity for the United States. You can see here that Senator Pat Toomey says China's authoritarian crackdown on crypto, including Bitcoin, is a big opportunity. And this is one of the most liked tweets that Pat Toomey has ever had. Again, like Jake's saying here, engagement matters. And it's important to realize the people of the United States are the voice of where this direction of the country should go. And it is politically popular. Crypto is popular. Bitcoin is popular. It is no longer a secret, the wealth creation and the importance of these innovations. And when the people of the United States en masse want something, over time, it will become the law. We've seen this with medical marijuana. We've seen this with other topics that were extremely politically popular and thought impossible to make it to the mainstream of legislation. But look at us now. So I believe it is possible that crypto does achieve a Bitcoin ETF. We also see that they are open to discussion, according to the Kraken chief lawyer, Marco Santori, who's saying, hey, look, this is an ongoing discussion and crypto is not necessarily in the penalty box just yet, that this is a long process and that we cannot jump to conclusions about saying what will or won't happen in the United States. And so as we look at the markets awash with fear, uncertainty, and doubt, the most likelihood is that we go down and we test some lower lows before we reaccumulate. Remember, once we break above 48K, I believe we are on and popping for the next leg of the bull run and that there is no more time to reaccumulate here. So the way I'm playing this, again, I could be wrong here. I am just using my intuition and my sense of this market and how I think this is going to play out. I believe we're going to get the Bitcoin ETF. I believe it's going to bring us to new all-time highs. I believe it'll make it to six-figure Bitcoin. And in the process, all of these L1s are going to get gigacent. But my conclusion on how I'm going to take profits might surprise you. So assuming that Bitcoin does make new all-time highs, assuming that we are right here about this next leg of the bull run, assuming, just like I was right about most of these NFT collections, that we are going to make another leg up and that the strong will continue to make new highs time and time again. What we're seeing is that NFTs and Bitcoin in this regulatory climate are looking like the two things that are most likely to be the things that are most regulatory friendly. This is what I've been saying. NFTs are in many ways a bridge so far away for regulators that it's going to take a long time for them to get to this part of the industry. I believe Bitcoin is the first thing that will be enshrined in the halls of Valhalla. And then true pure NFTs, especially blue chip collectibles like the top art blocks like CryptoPunks, Bored Apes, Cool Cats, Subducks, those types of key collectibles with huge communities, those are going to continue to grow. And they're also going to be fairly protected from the regulators. So I'm going to be looking to take a ton of profits into obviously stable coins. I don't think stable coins will get completely outlawed here, but I also believe that this Q4 run might have a violent blow off top. That might be to the 100K mark. You're just going to have to look for some really radical, absolutely parabolic growth. If you see Bitcoin double or quadruple in the space of a very short time, I think it's looking like the end times might be close. So understand to be prepared, get into your bags now and be ready to take profits on the way up, and understand that after this, we're going to see where the stores of value that are truly going to make it through any potential winter or potentially be the things that end up being the biggest and most important stores of value on the blockchain going forward. And so I haven't said this in a long time, but I'll probably be looking to take profits into stables at the top, as toppy as I can, doing this incrementally in all of my altcoins and my Bitcoin, and then I'll ape crazy into Bitcoin NFTs once the market is truly bearish and winterland. That's my plan, and I'm assuming for now that we're going into winter in 2022. If we don't, then I'll have tons of dry powder on the sidelines to keep deploying into amazing projects, but the game remains the same. NFTs and gaming for me are the future of this industry. Bitcoin seems to be the thing that regulators want most to be the store of value. Now we're seeing Bitcoin being transferred across Twitter for zero fees. It's quite interesting to see where Bitcoin might end up in the next few years. But as an industry, I think the bull case for NFTs and Bitcoin has started to reemerge in a major way. And I haven't been this bullish on Bitcoin or NFTs ever before, so just bear in mind my focus on Ethereum and DeFi might be taken a little bit down here given what's happening. I think focusing on Bitcoin, alternative L1s, and NFTs is really the key to major success. success here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. And remember, if you want to get into the next cool cats or subducks, making 50x gains, 100x gains like Bored Apes, all you have to do is subscribe. And I'm giving you this content first for free. You just need that bell notification on. It's that simple. If you like making money, just subscribe. My name's EllioTrades. You can find me on Twitter at EllioTrades, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.